Hi, this is Greg from Greg's Bass Shed. In this lesson we're going to cover easiest steps to getting a great right hand technique on the bass. The right hand is so important and it's a real integral part of getting a great tone on the bass. In this video I'll show you how to hold your right hand and where to position it, what fingers to use and where to place your thumb. Afterwards we'll look at alternate plucking. Okay, so in this video we'll be looking at finger style where you use your index and your middle finger to pluck. We sometimes use the third finger, but that's a bit more unusual, so I'll look at that in another lesson. First of all, we're going to learn how to pluck correctly. So we use the whole finger and we work from the top knuckle rather than bending our fingers like that. And we use the pads of our fingers and you get a much fatter sound that way. So in terms of thumb position, when you're playing the E string, you have your thumb on the body of the bass or on the thumb rest if you've got that bass, whatever's comfortable really. So you keep your thumb there, and when you play the A and the D string, you put your thumb, rest that on the E string, on the lowest string, and then when you play the G string, you can keep your thumb there, or you can move your thumb up to the A. So if you're playing quite a lot of notes on the D and the G, then you'd probably move your thumb up to the A. But again, it's whatever feels comfortable to you. So when we pluck, we rest our finger on the string below after plucking. So say we're playing the A string, then we would rest afterwards on the E string. That's called a rest stroke. So if we look at the photo, we can see I've got my first finger ready on the A string, and then it's going to pluck the A string and it lands in the second photo on the E string. And in the next photo, my first finger's ready on the D string and it's going to pluck and land on the A string. So practice that yourself on all strings with your fingers separately, so your first finger first. Then your second finger. Now if you use both fingers, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 like that, it's called alternate plucking. And this enables you to play much faster. And we use that in most situations, apart from if we want to say a heavy rock groove, for example, then we might just use one finger for that. But in most situations we'd use alternate plucking. Now for the exercises, I'm going to give you 4 exercises to go away and practice. Now I've done a PDF of these, so if you want those, look in the description, you'll see a link, just follow that and put in your email address and I'll send you the PDF. So with our left hand we're just going to play the 5th fret for each finger. So when you're practicing these exercises, try to keep all the notes even and keep them at the same volume. Now you can use a metronome to help you. Start quite slowly until you're comfortable, then gradually increase the speed. Okay, so those exercises would definitely help you to get a nicer, fatter tone on your bass if you take them away and practice. Try playing them at different volumes, soft and loud, and different places on the bass. You get a much bouncier sound if you play near the bridge. And you get a much fuller, bassier sound down near the fretboard. And somewhere in between over the pickup. try it in all those different places on your bass. So other right hand techniques I'm going to look at in further videos are slap and using your thumb. So if you look at the first photo, that's a slapping with your thumb over the frets, and the next photo is slapping further over towards the pickup. And then playing with your thumb, the first photo shows your thumb on the E string and the second photo shows your thumb on the A. But as I said, I'll cover those in future videos, so subscribe so you don't miss out on those. Now in terms of listening, Tower of Power, great. What Is Hip, that's a really good tune. You'll hear loads of 16th notes with the right hand, just running 16th notes. Any Jaco Pastorius is great as well for fingerstyle. He plays quite near the bridge, he's got quite a bouncy sound. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found it useful, then please like it below and share it with anyone else who might find it useful. And obviously subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my future videos. This is Greg from Greg's Bass Shed. See you next week.